All right, guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man, Jay. What a great product. There's so many things that I've been enjoying by using the Fitbit Air. I've been wearing it now straight for 5 days. And I believe you have to wear it. I saw somewhere you had to wear it for 7 days in order to get a accurate reading or update all your information. But I'm on day 5 and I wanted to follow up with you and talk about like battery and stuff like that. So I'm impressed, to be honest. I I didn't know how I was going to feel about having screenless, but I wanted to ditch my smartwatch. So this is a huge thing for me. I'm glad that I went with this because what's happening is now I'm getting less screen on time, and I'm not just picking up my phone for all the notifications. That is something that I really wanted to ditch. I wanted to be able to focus on other things. And you know how it is when you get the smartphone, your watch, it beeps. And now to be clear, some people need the notifications on the watch. I don't need to see everything that pops up on my watch, and nor do I desire to look at my phone so much. And at the beginning, remember when smartwatches first dropped, I just wasn't interested. And then I became slowly interested in them, and I like them. Now, my smartwatches, for me, they were just predominantly used for fitness. And I still have all my smartwatches. I'm not going to toss them, start selling whatever. But I just know that this is an amazing product for that reason alone. Depending on who you are and where you are in life, switching to screenless would be one of the best things you do for yourself. It's like a weight lifted off your shoulders from every little vibration on your wrist and beep and everything, just to see what it is. And it's nothing most of the time. It's literally nothing. I don't use my smartwatch for phones, calls. I use the Bluetooth or the phone itself. And so, because smartwatches, you can talk on the phone. It's convenient sometimes, but I'd rather just have a Bluetooth in. And there's just so many things about not using a smartwatch that have been really good for me. So this is the band. My default band that I chose was Obsidian. And here it is right here. I was wearing this all the way up until yesterday. I decided to switch it yesterday. So yeah, here's the band itself that I got, the Frost band that I got free, or that I took free because, I wasn't going to get the plastic band. I would rather have one of these to have as an extra, so I can swap between the two. But nonetheless, the Obsidian band is very nice. These bands are extraordinarily comfortable, by the way. And I compared this band a lot to my Hume band. For my Hume, I have a Hume band as well. But I compared this physical band right here to the Hume band because you can see the Google band has 4 Velcro things here, and they work very well. And Hume band says that theirs is one size, but it's a lot smaller than this. You can see how long this is. This is a long band right here. This is long, and you can see all the area here that you get to have the Velcro actually hitting. So this alone is a better fit for me when compared to wearing my Hume band. Now the Hume band gives a lot more information. I actually have the scale as well, and the Hume band does a lot more metabolically than this band does. It gives way more information. I like the Hume band. It too is screenless, but this is supposed to be heavier on you than the Hume band technically, but this is more lightweight for some reason. So you're screenless, but you have a little module right here that pops in and out. You just pop it out like this. And then here is the module, nice little G on there. And then here's all the sensors on the back. So if you want to switch bands, you just pop it in like this. It literally pops into place, and then you can put it on. I wear it on either arm too. That's another thing I like. I can wear it on either arm. That way, if you get tired, and because I get like the little indentions on my arm, it's because it's gonna be checking. See a little spot on there. You can almost see where I've been wearing it so long. You can switch arms, and I really like that. And you can do that with any smartwatch too, but I just prefer to go screenless now because what my smartwatch is, again, I was only doing fitness, and that was something that I don't really need a smartwatch. So it's run by the Health app. If you use the Fitbit app, I still have the Fitbit app, but it's better to use the Health app because it gives different information. So you can just pull down to sync it, and I'll show you what I've been doing, how it's been working for me lately. So, well, first thing first, I do have an alarm set at 9:30 a.m. every day. So to set your alarm, you go into it here, and then you go into your device, and you go to alarm right here. So some people might not know like how to set their alarm, but that's how you set the alarm. You go into your band and you just go into it and you keep going in and you'll see alarms right there. Now, eventually, at first I couldn't find that. I was looking like, where's it at? Where's it at? And I said, what am I doing, man? It's right here. So this is what your screen is going to look like for the when you log into the Fitbit Air with the Health app. Now, you get the coach free for 3 months if you add a credit card. If you don't want to add a credit card, you get it 30 days free with nothing. It'll just start up. And so I did the 30 days free. And I think even if I were to pay for this is actually, it's pretty cool to have the coach on here. But the coach, like I told you before, I've only been using, I have Gemini Pro. You can switch between like here, Flash, New, these are all the things here, but I keep it on the Pro because this is what I have. And I've been using that to log everything. Now you can do that here. I just choose to do it the way I was doing it all together, but just keeping it in Gemini. I've been using Gemini as my fitness coach for the last 6 months. And I've been taking pictures of food and everything I eat and everything and just talking to her, talking to it. I have a female voice on mine, but talking to it and just getting anything I can get out of it, information out of it. So I'm continuing to do that. But at the same time, I do have the coach. And the coach, what it does is it just automatically checks everything for you. Gemini, I have to go into Gemini and tell her, hey, look, this is what I'm eating today, or this is what I did. This is what I ran, this is my workout. And I take screenshots and post it to her. And here, it just automatically picks everything up. And so that's a huge plus to doing the coach. I'll probably go ahead and pay for this because the coach is nice. It's like not a better version. Well, it's technically the same thing. It's just that everything is automatically logged here. That's the difference. So I haven't worked out today, but I will show you some of my workouts because I take screenshots again and I load it. Even though it's happening here, I load it to Gemini because I want to keep tracking everything through Gemini. So when I get up, this is what I see. I'll normally refresh it if it doesn't refresh on its own. And I get up at about between 7 and 8 every day. And here we are. So this is the front screen. Now you can customize these right here. And I have mine. I'll show you all the different ones I have on mine. But you can log things here. So I can do it here. But I don't know if I'm going to continue a subscription with this. So until I do, I'm just going to keep logging everything into Gemini. So this is your front screen. So before I show you all the areas up top, if you want to start a workout, you just hit this start here. And then you just choose your workout. Now, you don't have to do it this way. It'll automatically start recording in the background. Once it sees your heart rate is getting to a certain thing or your levels are increasing, it'll increase and it'll start just recording your workout for you. And then you can go in afterwards and name the workout. After you stop it, it'll tell you, are you stopped yet? Are you done? Whatever. And you can go in and say, oh, this is what I was doing. So you don't have to, and it picks it up. It's very good at picking up your workout. One time I cut the grass, obviously, since I had this. And, cutting the grass, folks, is a workout. For homeowners with big backyards like mine and big front yards, that's a workout. And I waited to cut the grass at 8:30 p.m. because it was so hot outside. And I have a ginormous backyard. And it created a 49-minute workout for that because I was going back and forth and I was lifting heavy stuff. And it ended up being a 49-minute workout. And they asked me what I was doing. And I just put walking. And they was like, well, the coach was like, that's a hard workout you would do. I'm like, yeah, whatever, okay. And you can also do custom ones as well. You can do a custom workout. You can build a workout. And I can tell it, hey, no, I'm cutting grass this time or whatever, So you can do whatever you want to do. But it automatically starts recording your workouts, even if you don't start the workout. And the sensor on here is extraordinarily, it works great. I literally have been sleeping with this and everything. Only time I take it off is in the shower. You can shower with it on. I just choose not to. I don't want to shower with it on. I want to give my wrist a break is what I want to do. So when you wake up in the morning, here's today's numbers. As a matter of fact, I'm recording this video. So you can just read what it's saying here. Yeah. And it's telling me what I need to do in steps today. It's just got everything. So here is my sleep score. I got about 7 hours and 9 minutes of sleep. I had a late night last night, So I ended up getting to bed at like 12. I got into bed at 12, but it looks like I fell asleep about 20 minutes in is what it's saying. So it's about right. It's about right. But you can see all my information here. You can see my sleep quality. I was sound asleep 2 hours and 34 minutes. 20 minutes. Yep, took me about 20 minutes to fall asleep. I was restless for about 14 minutes, and that's probably at the beginning. And I had 1 minute of interruption when I got up and went to the bathroom. But it's really nice that you have like this timeline here of everything, and it's just really good. It tells you your sleep quality, everything. It's really nice. So if you're tracking your sleep, that's something that you definitely can do. And so then they built this schedule around my needs. So it's telling me, hey, try to get in 27,000 steps a week or so, or a week or something like that. And it's got workout suggestions based on my personal injuries that I've had from the military or whatever in my life. So it'll tell me this is what you need to do to be safe and still be effective. That's what it'll tell you, and it just keeps going. It says yesterday and everything. It just keeps going. And I want to get to my goal weight of 184, and it built exercises and things that I should be doing to stay safe and to be healthy and everything under the sun. Look, the counter is moving. The step counter is definitely a little inaccurate because it's moving and I'm not even moving because I'm waving my arm around. But nonetheless, so now this top area here, this is where I have mine set up on the front screen. Again, you can customize these areas and put what you want. You'll see I have a lot of things loaded on mine, but here's my steps up here, my activity zone. This is like your workout zone where you're keeping your heart rate at a certain amount. You can see my cardio for the week. Now the coach put me in at 160, and he'll increase it. So I started off with it's saying, hey, get 25 steps in for the week. Well, I exceeded that up quickly, obviously last week. So it said, hey, we're going to bump you up to 27,000 this week. See, you can see right here, newly goal is 27,000. It's just going to keep getting you better to help you get to your goal. So I've got my heart. I put my heart rate here, my activity zone, and my steps there, and then my cardio is there. On this next screen, you see my sleep, my calories burned, vitals, distance, exercise days, and readiness. Now your readiness score, some of you guys might see the readiness score and think, oh my God, mine's at 4. Well, when I first started using this, mine was a 10 because it's going to track your sleep. You gotta keep wearing it. And you gotta keep using it. Don't take it off. I literally forget that it's there, to be honest. But that's what you need to do. And so over time, my readiness score has gone up. It's gotten better. And you can see here, recent sleep is good, heart rate and resting heart are fair. Those used to be, it used to say all those were fair or something like that, or poor. And so it just keeps, the more you wear it, the more it learns, and the more it learns your lifestyle, it'll increase. And all my other fitness trackers, they're already high up because I was wearing them every day, but this one is new. So I'm going to keep wearing it. And on this screen, you can see I put my weight, the floors, climbed, everything, my running distance. I don't do a lot of running because of my spinal injury. I just do very high-paced walking, or like a range walk. And then you can see your heart cardio load here. So this fitness tracker that Google has put together, and I just put the rest of the stuff over here. But this fitness tracker that Google has put together, this thing is crazy. The Fitbit Air is something that, even if you don't want to ditch your smartwatch for fitness, because this is much better. Now, Google claims 7 days of battery life. I believe it to be true. I think you'll probably get a little bit more than that too. I think you'll get a little bit more than that. But nonetheless, the band itself is comfortable. The fitness tracker is accurate. The heart rate monitor is good. It's just a really good alternative for me because I wanted to ditch a smartwatch. I never publicly said that, but I really wanted to ditch a smartwatch because I don't like to be on social media a lot. And I know it sounds strange, but I don't typically surf the web a lot. I post things and I just go on about my day because it's only about my tech channel. So not having a smartwatch is good for me. I like just being able to track my health because that's all I've ever been into. So when this was announced, I was super excited for it. I said, this is what I need. I'm tired of using a smartwatch. I don't want to look at my screen all the time. I don't want to look at my phone all the time. I'll get to those emails later because most of them are not important. So with that said, it's your man Jay. The Fitbit Air is here to stay. This is a winner, folks. This will be the best $99 you spent. If you pre-ordered, you got the free band too. So I hope you pre-ordered. And all you pre-order people out there, how do you like yours? I'll see you in the next video. Take care.